Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a Disney Fantasy Cruise layout. So this was the view from our balcony. One of the views, right? Like we're looking towards the front of the ship here, and I am going to use this pre-made background. So this is one of those Vicky Mouton mixed media background papers, and I went ahead and used one of the scrapping reflection stencils and some glitter glaze, some chunky glitter glaze, to put this on here. My original plan was to actually scrapbook something like that, but I'm thinking I might like that a little bit more. So let's see what I can do. All right, guys, so I have pulled out a few things that I thought would be great for this layout. I was thinking about doing a monochromatic and just doing blue, but I decided I needed a contrasting color, so I went ahead and got some red colors. Now, none of the reds match each other, which I think is completely fine, right? Like, if I would have had, how many spots of red do I have on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 6 basic spots of red on my layout when it's finished. If, say, all of them but one matched, then that would look a little funky. But since they all are varying shades of red, it works. I did decide to go ahead and cut a 1/4 inch off of 2 sides of this background paper to go ahead and give my layout a border. Now, the reason why I did this was because of the way that the mixed media and my stenciling is on here. It kind of felt like this layout could have just gone off into the ether. And sometimes that just bugs me. So I did not want that to happen. I also had that ship's wheel paper from when I did the kind of stacked paper and washi on either side from 30 Days of Sketches earlier this month. I have this porthole that I am going to use, and then I'm going to figure out some other things just to kind of decorate up this layout. So I do have a variety of looking out into the ocean photos, and my plan is to have like this as my first feature kind of page of looking off of the balcony, because I like the way that this photo looks, where you can kind of see going towards the front of the ship, and you can see the captain's area, the bridge. Do they call it a bridge on a boat? I think they do. You know, kind of hanging off to the side right there. So I figured this would be like the good solid single photo layout, and then I can plop on a whole bunch of photos in the next layout. And I think that is going to kind of be how I plan on doing this album, because I have a lot of photos, you guys, a lot of photos, and some of them are repetitive, right? But I want to document it all because this was our first cruise together. This was our first Disney cruise. Like, I want to document everything. So the plan is to have like kind of like these feature focal kind of layouts, and then be able to just toss a bunch of photos on another layout and still decorate and still have fun, like, and still really just have fun with the layout. But I don't want to end up with like 6 albums for this cruise. As it stands, I think I'm going to have 2 or 3 already. So I just don't want to have 6. You know what I'm saying? And not that I'm opposed to having multiple layouts and multiple albums for trips. Our first Disney trip as a family, I think, spanned 5 or 6 albums, and I just want this to be a little bit more contained. Do you know what I'm saying? So anyway, as you can see, I have brought out a good amount of product, and I am playing with it all and trying to figure out what I'm doing. And right then and there, that shaking, I was unwrapping my heat embossing gun and slapped the iPad with my fist, so it shook it up a little bit. I am going to emboss this word Ahoy. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I am putting this die cut right next to another die cut, the Set Sail for Adventure die cut. And I don't want those two to be right next to each other. I want to kind of like liven up the texture a little bit. So I'm just going to use the Icicle embossing powder from Brutus Monroe. It is by far the best embossing powder there is. And I stand behind that 100%. The embossing powder is amazing. So yeah, it's good stuff. Now, I do go ahead and emboss that, and I am happy with it 100%. And I don't know if you can see the magic happening, but embossing is magical, you guys. It is 100% completely magical. So, oh, I forgot one thing I wanted to do on this layout. I want to have a Mickey in that net up in the upper left-hand corner. Like, I want to have a little Mickey head, not a Mickey, not a Mickey, but a Mickey head. So I've got a bunch of Mickey heads that I can put in there. And I think I'm going to use like this little gold confetti Mickey head and tuck him in there like that, which I'm acting like you guys can see that right now when you really can't. But you will be able to see it when I do a layout share, right? Because I will do that. I love layout shares because I like looking at my albums. I like looking at my layouts. They bring me joy. So yeah, they bring me joy. So I'm going to tuck that little Mickey head kind of in the corner. And that adhesive is not adhesioning at all. So I think, what am I doing now? Oh, next I'm going to bring in some enamel dots. And this is another version of red that is not exactly like all of the other versions of red. So that is going to work out lovely. I am super happy with the variety of reds that I have. I've got that Mickey head now tucked. He's kind of on the edge of that red label and the water, the bottle, right? Like he's tucked right there. So he is adorable. All right. So I'm going to put those away. And then I'm going to just do a line of journaling that says The Balcony View, Disney Fantasy 2024. And then that layout is finished, you guys. So yeah, good times. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching. And I will see you guys again real soon for another video.